Coke Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bulls will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit, because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Bain. He tries to take the top off. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Shelton. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Grabs behind the line. It's Glass. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Pickup of 14. First and goal, Buffalo.
And the Bulls trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Arrow, down. Ready.
Tosses it incomplete. That time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick it in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and I'm trying to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down to the 27.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Shelton. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Williams will pass. Bringing the heat. It's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Buffalo! Great job by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
On the ready? Here we go. Ready, go.
Williams looking for a man. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Terrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Looking to pass, it's Bain. Rifles it down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
They made 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
he's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And that's another shot to clear.
And the shot to clears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Trying to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
Brings up fourth and goal.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Bain. Fakes the grab. Touchdown, Coastal! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Steps away to find some room. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Williams will pass. And the misconnection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Shelton. At the 40, there he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Bain. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's caught downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Come on, set.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He fires one deep over the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you've got to go for this on fourth down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on fourth down a few times early. But the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
Looking for a huge play. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
On second down, coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Bain. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 17 to Miami. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
So now it's second and long. the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Sends it back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Makes a grab right down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Glass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Bain. He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
On the play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got the first down. Looking for more. The Bulls will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense. Colby's
turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. Here's the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force.
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll line up to go for 2.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. Powers through the defender. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Bain. Finding an escape route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The shot that clears have their offense in high gear.
Jackrabbit.
Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they turn it into a defensive score. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bain. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Buffalo! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Buffalo, 49. Coastal Carolina, 14.
Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a deep man. Hauls in the deep ball. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Bain. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws to the tight end. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Chanticleers have this offense rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
There he goes! Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Buffalo 56, Coastal Carolina 14.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Shelton. And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The kick is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Using his feet. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the shot to clears can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Bain. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The shot to clears are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
This late in the game in the fourth quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Motion from the back. Finding open areas. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Looking for space to the left. Turns it loose deep. He makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three